sheriff's deputies along with the Kinsey Police Department and agents from the Alabama, I call it Beverage Patrol Board, made an arrest in Kinsey. This arrest was the result of a 2-week-long investigation into a marijuana cultivation operation going on here in Houston County. Conducted a search warrant this morning in the residence of Kinsey at 460 Sanders Road. This was the residence of a white male, Robert Dominguez, 47 years of age. Upon entry on the search warrant, after search was conducted, 15 marijuana plants were found inside the house, and Mr. Dominguez was charged with possession of marijuana first degree. We do have some reports of marijuana being cultivated. Most of our marijuana has been imported from Mexico, but we do find some cultivation operations. A lot of times these are indoors, such as this one. Now, this individual, I don't know if he was going to transplant these plants or not, but a lot of times they'll raise the plants until they're big enough to survive on their own, then they'll transplant them to a wooded area, usually somewhere where some water already exists, so they don't have to carry water in and out of the wooded area to keep the plants watered. A lot of times people locate their plants along close to a creek. That way they can leave some buckets close by and get water out of the creek and water the plants. But that's usually the case. We don't know in this situation if we're going to transplant these plants or what. Usually at maturity, a marijuana plant will produce an average of about 2 pounds per plant at just slightly over $1,000 to $1,200 per pound of marijuana at maturity. These plants, with that in mind, these plants at maturity had the capability of producing around $37,000 worth of marijuana.
How long could he have?
Well, see, sometimes not so common in this area is what we call a hydroponic operation, where the marijuana plants are actually grown in an agricultural type gel that's very nutrient dense. And that's what we see sometimes. You'll see people growing marijuana, you'll see High Times magazines. I mean, these magazines are actually sold in local bookstores, and people can get information on how to grow marijuana, what kind of marijuana to grow, you get gardening tips and such as that, just like with any other plants. Yeah. A lot of this is some surplus body armor. This body armor here is a flak jacket. This is not necessarily designed to stop a bullet. It's basically designed to stop shrapnel. This is older type body armor used by the military. The current style body armor used by the military will stop actual penetration from rounds. This is mostly from fragmentation, like from a grenade or a mortar shell. And you find a lot of this around here. Some of it you can pick up at some military surplus stores and all. This may not stop a round, but it would definitely be better than having nothing on, and it would offer some protection to somebody if they were in the shootout.
Goodness.
Right. Well, people that are doing things that are criminal in nature, some of these people are going to have firearms for different things, such as hunting or whatever the case may be. But when you see operations like this and other operations such as the one we did with the Dothan Police Department earlier in the week, where we had body armor and weapons involved, it leads you to believe that they're involved in a criminal enterprise and that they've got weapons and they got body armor for a reason. I don't think most law-abiding citizens in Houston County have weapons and body armor and drugs in their house at the same time. So there's definitely a pattern there. We encourage citizens here in Houston County, any tips that you have about any drug information, any information whatsoever, information on burglaries, or anything else, any other criminal activity, please call the Sheriff's Office. We'll definitely respond to these tips, investigate them. You call the Sheriff's Office at 334-677-4808, or you can call Crime Stoppers at 793-7000.